fly like a bird. It's a desire that captures the human imagination. The Greeks told stories of Daedalus, an inventor who created wings made of wax and feathers and flew. The first person who seriously tried to fly like a bird was Italian artist and inventor Leonardo da Vinci. Da Vinci designed complex and wondrous flying machines, but his designs never got off the ground. Early inventors like Da Vinci tried to fly by flapping, just like birds. Here is what happens when a bird flaps. When a bird flaps, thrust and lift and control are all created at the same time. Lift is the force that keeps the bird elevated. Lift is generated by the air under the bird's wings. Thrust is the force that keeps the bird moving forward. Thrust is generated by powerful muscles in the bird's chest and wings. The bird maintains control by constantly adjusting its flapping. Much of a bird's control is generated by its tail. A successful flying machine needed to provide the same forces that a bird used. A successful flying machine needed to provide lift to overcome gravity, control to let the driver change direction, and thrust to make it move forward. And it needed to be light enough to stay in the air. Once inventors understood these three challenges separately and stopped trying to flap, they made progress. One inventor was the Brazilian pilot and aviator Alberto Santos Dumont. Santos Dumont experimented with balloons. He flew his lighter-than-air flying machines in France. In 1901, Santos Dumont was the first to fly from St. Cloud to the Eiffel Tower and back in a given time. Meanwhile, other inventors were working on heavier-than-air flying machines. With these aircraft, lift was a big problem. German flyer Otto Lilienthal tackled the problem of lift. He built many large gliders, constantly refining their design. Lilienthal made thousands of flights from the top of a hill, some that lasted as long as 5 hours. But he eventually died in a tragic crash. Lilienthal successfully mastered the challenge of lift, but he did not master the challenge of control. The Wright brothers were inspired by Lilienthal's inventions. The Wright brothers started to develop and test their own flying machines. In their Ohio workshop, they built a wind tunnel and wing models that helped them understand and study aerodynamics. Through trial and error, they discovered how the shapes of different wings affected lift. They added a tail that moved, a stabilizer that made the front steady, and wings that were more flexible. Their 1902 glider was the first aircraft that was completely controllable. The next year, they added a custom-built engine that provided thrust. The engine powered them forward and increased distance and duration. On December 17, 1903, after about 1,000 test flights, the Wright brothers flew the first powered airplane over the sand dunes of North Carolina. Santos Dumont invented heavier-than-air planes too. In 1909, he developed a monoplane called Demoiselle, or the Grasshopper. It was the first modern aircraft. After that, advances in aircraft design came quickly. More powerful engines were invented. New, lightweight materials were developed so aircraft could go higher and faster. By World War II, strong metal replaced the canvas and wood of earlier planes. In 1947, test pilot Chuck Yeager went faster than the speed of sound in a rocket-powered plane that looked like a bullet with wings. The invention of the jet engine made even higher speeds possible and pushed aircraft design in new directions. But technology doesn't always push to go faster. With new ultralight materials, the human-powered Gossamer makes it almost possible for people to fulfill the age-old desire and fly like a bird.